The nobility of farming is born out of the desire to feed oneself and earn a living to sustain a family's economic affairs. An optimistic result is not, however, an ideal given. Farming, especially in livestock raising, faces complex challenges that range from cultural orientations of farmers, diseases, price devaluation and valuation of the farm animals and inputs, and competition, and the lack of access to the market. It will take a collective desire and effort of the individual farmers and the government to squarely address the stated concerns and achieve the end goal of farming, that is, sustainability and eventually diversity. Such is the case of SILPRA, or the Sibalom Livestock and Poultry Raisers Association in Sibalom, an interior second-class municipality in Antique. In 2019, the individual hog raisers faced consistently declining live weight prices and increasing input expenses, notwithstanding the eventual pandemic that came in the later part of the year. One can only imagine a backyard or small-scale hog raiser spending their meager resources for the daily feeds of the pigs and sell it later at a very low buying rate. The piggy bank has lost its value before the farmer could even start saving. Yet, like in any crisis, there will always be leaders who will just come forward and show resolve to help and manage the situation. SILPRA had Elma Peña, who went out of her comfort zone and started organizing the small-time raisers.
Tindugan tagidya. Kita nagapangabudlay, tanda nagaganar.
The small group pooled their pig stocks and began looking for buyers within and outside Antique. After a while, they found a buyer from Luzon who offered a price way higher from the one being offered by the middlemen in Antique. In no time, the demand grew higher, and by this time, they have started formalizing the small group into what is SILPRA now, with an initial 100 members, and was registered with the Department of Labor and Employment in March 25, 2019. Membership today has reached 600 active members, including those outside the town. The initial 80 heads requirement of their Luzon buyer during the pandemic lockdown in 2020 has now reached 5,000 heads weekly. The Department of Agriculture and the local government of Sibalom, with the support of Japan 2KR project, worked on the repair of the modernized Sibalom livestock auction market in 2013, which houses modernized facilities that catered to the increasing demands of SILPRA. As if the pandemic is not enough, the African swine fever, or ASF, came in, threatening the just stabilizing swine industry in Antique, with SILPRA at the front line. In collaboration with the Municipal Agriculture Office of Sibalom, SILPRA fought ASF squarely by educating the farmers while strict monitoring, surveillance, and biosecurity measures are put in place. Sibalom, through SILPRA, was among those identified by the Department of Agriculture Western Visayas to receive a 1 million peso hog multiplier farm project as part of DA's recovery and repopulation interventions to revive the hog industry in the region.
Ako abi, halin sang una nagasagod gid kami baboy. Kay dako gid ang nabulig sang baboy sa amon nga mga kabataan sa pagpaeskwela sa ila. So subong sa sitwasyon nga ang nakita ko bala nga gina-manipulate kami sa mga middlemen na sila yung nagdikta sang presyo. Tapos daw kaluluoy lang gid kami nga pagpuli gani kami. Kay barato lang gid sang pamakal nila sang baboy namon. So ang pinaka move nga obrahon namon is dapat mag-unite kami. Kay ti kun damo gani kami, amo gani dako ang baskog ang limog kun damo kami. Amo na siya nga nagtipon kami kag mag-organize sang amon asosasyon, amo na siya ang SILPRA. Sa kamaturan di naton sila madula. Ara na sila wala pa kami na bata siguro sa sini nga kalibutan, ara na sila, institusyon na sila. Hindi namon sila kaya idulaon, pero we can be friends. At least subong parehas na kami, nagistorya na kami, upod na kami sa mitingan. So at least ang ginabatsyag namon, ang mabatyagan man nila. Actually, pariente man na nila gasagod baboy mo, ila man na pamilya, hindi lang man na sila. So amo na nasubong ang at least ang pinaka masilingan na dabot man namon ang aim namon nga dapat nga ara sila, upod kami. Hindi nga kontra kami, upod kami. So sa mga meeting subong upod na sila, upod kami. So hindi wala kun mag-decide sang presyo, dapat win-win. Daog man kami, daog man sila. Amo na siya ang gatabo subong sa amon diri sa SILPRA. To be honest, ang support sang government, especially sang local government unit, is dako na siya nga punto sa amon. Kay hindi man kami we are not that strong, hindi man kami nga dako-dako gid kami. Gamay man lang kami nga kinahanglan gid namon ang suporta sang amon mga local chief executive kag sang mga local officials namon. Ang harmonization o kundi gani nga dapat upod kami sang local government unit sang kun ano man nga lihok ni SILPRA kag ang suporta nila is amo gid ang kinahanglan namon.
SILPRA's foundation relies on trust, transparency, and collaboration. A group chat for all members in the social media helped farmers negotiate for better prices and coordinate effectively. Hog availability and scheduling pickups for excess orders are no longer a problem. The Department of Agriculture Western Visayas provided SILPRA with an additional capital of 500,000 pesos and a dedicated hauling truck. It also introduced the feed mill project that is aimed at reducing feed expenses by sourcing locally. The project benefited the local corn industry and guaranteed market for local corn growers. Sibalom, through its Municipal Agriculture Officer, Albert Istoya, initiated to purchase the harvest of local corn growers. The initiative helped both the hog raisers and the corn farmers.
Ang feed mills kang Sibalom na gina-manage natin, ang LGU Sibalom kag SILPRA, ang bahagid ang bulig na gintugo sa ating mga mangungumam na birigid sa ating mga hog raisers. Kaya kung sabihin nga nag-start ang ating operations, ang ating SILPRA naka-come up kang sangka formulation nga maka-meet kang standard sa ginapangayo ng ating yung mga hog raisers. So with this, sa bulig man kami ating yung mga nutritionist sa ating LGU, so ang ating feed mill naga-formulate kita ka feeds kag produce kita kang more than 100 bags kada semana. So bahal yang bulig ni matugdo sa ating mga farmers, kapin pa nga ang formulation nga ginagamit natin is cost effective. So diin ang ating mga farmers makabakal kang ating feeds 100 to 150 pesos lower sa commercial price dyan sa ating market area. Ang ating LGU may intend nga certain amount of 1 million pesos. May ato sa diin na mo dyan ang igatugbo natin sa ating mga corn farmers as loan program. So ang loan program yung natin nga rollover scheme nga ang dyan ang purpose nito dyan is to buy ang ating mga starting capital, like for example sa seeds and sa fertilizers, and also for the labor. So amo yung main component yung ating yung corn production. Tapos sa diin ginahigayunan gid kang ating yung LGU nga masuportahan ang ating yung farmers kay natin nga ang corn production mahal ang ating yung inputs nga kinahanglan. That's why ang LGU nagimot ang isang move nga based man diyan sa suggestion kang ating agricultural technologies na science support program na si Mr. Rejan Sandoy nga kung may mo pala maka-come up ang ating LGU kang isang loan program nga mapahiram natin para sa ating mga farmers. Si Balom is considered nga livestock capital niya sa province sa Bantique kag center tana of trading, center of livestock trading diya sa Banwaka sa probinsya kang Antique. So may gamay kita nga mga problema kang nagligad nga binulan kay ang Hamtig, San Jose, dinigo sanda kang ASF kag ang diya sa Sibalom may mga cases man nga nagaramatay ang ating baboy, but very lucky pa ang Sibalom kay ang tanan nga mga test nga ginpadara natin sa farms tapos sa dito or sa collected blood samples sa natin nga LGU Sibalom, it came nga negative ang ating result. Ang LGU program natin start kita na mag-repopulate kang ating ag industry, especially for the month of November or December. Ang repopulation program natin siguro kick off rin.
The Department of Agriculture Western Visayas saw the drive and determination of SILPRA. Thus, it facilitated its inclusion under the Farm and Fisheries Clustering and Consolidation Program or F2C2 of the Department of Agriculture through the Training on Agro-Enterprise Clustering Approach or ICA for a much wider mentoring approach. The primary goal is to identify suitable marketing systems for specific commodities, ensuring that farmers can implement comprehensive marketing strategies for their products.
Ang F2C2, amo ni siya ang isa ka strategiya sa Department of Agriculture na magkonsolidar o kung magtingob ang mga individual farmers na mag-go into cooperative para maka-avail sa mga serbisyo kasi diin naga-include halin sa pre-production asa sa marketing. So it addresses sa tanan nga value chain segment sang ilang commodity nga napili nga ipag-address ang mga gaps nga ara dira paagi sa gakalain-lain yung mga interventions kag strategiya ni DA para mapa-improve ang pagpanguma. Ang una-una dira nga tinutuyo is improve ang economies of scale kay since nagtingog kita kung may mga concerns ang ilang mga segment like sa marketing nila, so dira masulod naman ang atong agribusiness ka partnership sa other institutions kag overall is ito increase ang ilang income through sa bargaining power kag marketing agreements naton yung pag-oopera kay na link naton sa mga institution nga kinahanglanon sang aton mga mangunguma. Ang aton nga livestock program in partnership with ATI attached agency naton ang aton nga bai kag aton nga mga institutions naga-focus sang ilang intervention sa clusters naton, especially ang SILPRA kasi di nagserve nga big brother sang aton nga livestock nga commodity for the Antique. Ang ilang mga na-receive parehas ang feed meal kaya kung sa diin ang makabenepisyo hindi lang ang taga livestock nga SILPRA members but bilog na nga Antique kung sa diin maging production area na siya sang aton nga feeds for the livestock. Makabaton din sila sang benepisyo nga AI o kung artificial insemination. Aside dira may ara pa silang capitalization para ma-increase ang ilang capacity to buying capacity sang ilang enterprise.
Today, SILPRA is looking at diversifying its business interests beyond the hog industry. Given the feed mill project, the leadership is now looking at poultry production. With proper intervention and help from the government, these small initiatives and aspirations of the farmers are just a time away from becoming realistic and big. Now that SILPRA has engaged itself with the marketing and business-to-business approach of F2C2, its planned diversification is no longer a difficult task to achieve. This is your Department of Agriculture, Western Visayas.